Hey, folks, good morning and welcome to another episode of Steelers Morning Rush. I'm Alan Saunders. It is Friday, June 27th. We made it to Friday, and I am talking about stadium stuff today. The Cincinnati Bengals agreed to a new $470 million deal with Hamilton County, Ohio, to stay at Paycor Stadium, signed a new 10-year lease with the possibility of another 10 years of extensions. But for that $470 million, $120 contributed by the Bengals, $350 million in public money coming to Cincinnati. Coming to the Bengals from Cincinnati, from Hamilton County, Ohio, for renovations to Paycor Stadium. We talked a little bit, not that much, about that Steelers lease situation with Acrisure Stadium. The lease ends in 2030. There was the news the other day that Josh Shapiro said, hey, no state money's coming. And this is interesting to me because this deal, unlike the deal with the Browns, where they got $600 million in state money for their new stadium, this deal for the Bengals to stay at Paycor Stadium with a significant $470 million renovation was done all with local money, all from Hamilton County, Ohio, no state money involved. When you look around, I think the Baltimore Ravens got $600 million from the state of Maryland. Looks like Cleveland got about that from Ohio. They also got some local money coming in for their new stadium. Their stadiums opened in 97 in Cincinnati, 98 in Baltimore, 99 in Cleveland. Acrisure Stadium opened as Heinz Field in 2001. This fight is coming for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You should prepare yourself for the Steelers to say, we need money. We want a new lease. And here's how it's going to go. They're not going to fight for a new stadium. And when Governor Shapiro said, he doesn't think there's money in the budget for a new stadium, that's one thing. This will not be a new stadium. The Steelers are just going to ask for some renovations to Acrisure. I think they're very happy being on the north side. I think they like the location. They obviously have a good deal going with the development rights to the land around it. They've made good use of that. They put their own money into the stadium to build the new pro shop and museum. They put their own money into the stadium for the south end zone expansion. The Steelers are committed, and I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon. That being said, Acrisure Stadium certainly can use some upgrades. The seats mostly original. There's a lot of broken cup holders. There are some areas of the stadium that I don't think the space is being used very well, especially in those upper end zone corners where they kind of piece together some additions over the years. But I think there's a chance for a real significant renovation to create more upgraded spaces in the stadium and make it a better fit for the next 10 to 15 years. I expect the Steelers to be at Acrisure Stadium for a long time. The bones of the building are in great shape. I work in it all the time. You would not know that's a 25-year-old building. You wouldn't. I mean, it certainly was never fancy. It was not built lavishly. And I don't think the Steelers have any intention of having a lavish stadium. It is just that they, there are some upgrades needed, especially in terms of being competitive with the premium ticket ideas. There's all these in the newer stadiums. There's all these standing bars and hybrid club situations that the Steelers don't really have. And I think the ability to market those and sell to a different kind of consumer is something that would be useful for them. I also think find a way to find some more covered seats would be nice. But we'll see. We'll see what they're able to come up with. But yeah, I mean, I think you can look at this Bengals deal, $470 million, $350 in public money for 10 years. The Ravens, I think, got $600 million, and figure that that's about what the Steelers are going to ask for some major renovations to Acrisure Stadium in exchange for signing a new lease that'll keep them in the city for, I would say, at least another 10 years, probably potentially even longer than that. So if you look at this deal with the Bengals, I really think this is a blueprint. Obviously, the Ravens got more. We'll see where the Steelers end up. But I don't know what the thought process is going to be from the Allegheny County side of things. I don't know much about Sarah Murato or her priorities or the budget situation. But I can tell you this is what the ask is going to be, and it's going to be right in line with the Steelers' division rivals, who I think are fairly comparable situations as medium-sized eastern cities with similarly aged stadiums. Obviously, the Browns are going about it a different way, but Jimmy Haslam was also spending $1.2 billion of his own money for their new stadium, which, by the way, I think is going to be a disaster and is just, in general, the idea of playing AFC North football in a dome is somewhat disgusting to me. But on top of that, it's not like you're going to sell that thing for concerts in January. It's just the idea that, like, oh, you have a dome, so now you make so much more money, even though it costs twice as much. It doesn't play out that way, especially when you're talking about cities the size of Pittsburgh and Cleveland that don't need 70,000 seats for anything other than football and the occasional gigantic concert, most of which are not touring this part of the country that time of year. So I think Acrisure had 3 concerts this year. Like, it's you're not missing out on that much revenue by being closed in the wintertime. All right, that's all I got for today. A little quickie here. We are me, DB, and Smitty. I'm questionable. Hopefully upgraded to probable by then for the afternoon drive. We'll see. I got some stuff going on, but I'm hoping to make it. DB and Smitty definitely there. 6 o'clock right here on the YouTube channel and in your podcast feeds. Like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss an episode of Steelers Afternoon Drive, Steelers Morning Rush, all the rest of the stuff we got here on the YouTube channel. Till next time, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And